Hi everyone, welcome to our painting stream. We are going to hopefully, well, we'll see if we finish, but I'm hoping we'll finish today on our Tabaxi Bard 9. Um, we have gotten through the shading, which is the bulk of it, and we'll see. I'm really, yeah, I'm hoping we get through all the way today, because then I can get back to painting miniatures, which is what we typically do on this show. Um, we paint D&D miniatures, anything like that, set terrain pieces, all that sort of stuff. But our characters recently leveled up to level 5, so we're updating our character, or I'm updating it, and we figured why not stream it, especially since we have two young puppies that need extra attention. And I can do this outside of the workshop. So that's where we're at. We're working on our last character here, Nines, the Tabaxi Bard. These are for our D&D show that streams 2 p.m. Eastern on Sundays on Twitch, and all of the episodes are available on YouTube and podcasts. So I guess I'm just gonna get into it. So where we last left off, we have Nines put in here. We have his character sort of um, designed. We have shading put in. So our next thing is we want to do some highlights. Um, it's basically shading and then highlights are not probably the correct technical terms, but it's what I'm using here for the dark. And then we're doing the lighter parts now. I am just getting everything situated. Okay, so where should we start? I guess we'll start top and work our way down. So all I'm really going to be doing is grabbing the base color, getting a lighter version of it, and I'm thinking what I'm going to do here is just work in the highlight color roughly pretty much everywhere first. Okay, all right, we have to start with a flip. Sorry. As requested. Image. Let's see. We are flipped. There we go. So we're just getting some basic highlight colors in on a couple spots. That's really uh, my goal here. We're not gonna have quite as many highlight colors, generally speaking, as uh, shade colors, but um, they'll definitely be represented here. We're just gonna go through and get all of the like, gray here. Okay, now for the coat blue. So I'm just trying to think where's the light hitting the highest on the most on this outfit, and dropping in some uh, light blue in those. Pretty straightforward. And go maybe around here. Definitely on here. And then we'll need to do the same basic thing with the fingers. Sort of thinking about where highlights might be. Okay. Since we have the orange chosen, we will get the tail as well. Okay. Now we'll move on to the pants. You want, okay, you want more? I have to have the sound low since you can't, since you're in the office, but you can talk to at me. You want more instruments, a level 20 magic sword, and a much bigger bulge. And a cyborg eye. I I think you'll have to take those up with the DM to get approval for a couple of those things. It looks a little silly right now with the highlights just sketched in like that. Let's get the crowbar next. The famous crow alarm. Which is a dumb name. That's a take on Alashalar, which is one of the elven weapons that our Forbog fighter uses. For those who might not be aware. Okay, now we'll do these pink shoes. Okay, so that's the rough highlight map. Did I miss anywhere that I need? I think I think that'll do. So now we'll just do some mixing. Um, we'll start at the top and work our way down like before. Ah, that would be a problem. There we go. Making sure I don't still have the pink brush selected when I'm working on the green would be important. Okay. So it's fairly subtle actually. Yeah, you having good thunderstorms where you're at? We had a little thunderstorm this morning that was just like it thundered for like a second and then we had a tiny bit of rain, like a very tiny amount, and then it just sort of went away and just made everything humid and sticky. I do like a thunderstorm when I don't have to go outside at all. I should I should add that part in. I like a thunderstorm indoors when I can look at it and listen to it. Not be in it. Okay, so now we have to highlight Nine's face a bit here. Oh, well, it is Wednesday when we're doing this. So it's halfway through the weekdays. Can start sort of thinking about hey, what are we gonna do this weekend? That sort of thing. Which is nice. I don't think I personally have any major plans this weekend, but it's hard to have plans when you have young puppies that need a lot of attention. But that's okay. I'm kind of an introvert anyway, so I guess the biggest plan for this weekend is, assuming they do it, watching the amazing Rhapsody stream by Lexi and David on this channel that occurs maybe on Saturday nights if everything works out. It was Lexi does a lot of the character voices, and it's very, very funny. We had Karuru being Gilbert Godfrey. I think was the 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 big takeaway, the big standout. Karuru is a little fairy character in the game who has a very boisterous personality. So the Gilbert Gottfried voice really fit very, very well. But speaking of old timey games, I just saw that Monkey Island, the new one by Ron Gilbert, has come out just recently, last couple of days. And I'm gonna really need to try and play that one because I grew up playing point and click adventures. I'm a big fan of point and click adventures. Um, Obviously, Monkey Island, Grim Fandango, the Ron Gilbert and Tim Schafer sort of ones, and like LucasArts and stuff are just so good. You know, they're classics for a reason. Um, and then I also like there was a series of weird French made ones that I really liked. There's Goblins 1, 2, and 3 that had some really interesting gameplay mechanics because they you had like multiple goblins you could control. So Goblins 1, I think there's two goblins. Goblins 2, there was two as well, but then in Goblins 3 you had like a trio of goblins. Then you could swap control between them to solve the various point and click puzzles. Ever have a normal Monday morning, then start wondering how to convert the 1968 cartoon Wacky Races into a modern satire on billionaires and their rockets? I have no idea what the 1968 cartoon Wacky Races is. Is that the one where like all the cartoon characters are racing each other? Um, I remember there's like a dog who like goes hee hee, but isn't Scooby Doo. Um, I haven't seen what I think I have like a loose memory of that show, if that's it. Um, yeah, so point and click adventures. There's the Goblins series, and then another bizarre French one was this sort of loosely sci-fi-ish one called like Woodruff and the Schnibble. Um, there was my personal, well, of more modern ones. Uh, I think the Deponia series, which is actually a German-made series, is pretty solid. You know, it has four parts in the series, and some of them are better than others. But um, it's got some pretty funny writing and pretty good puzzles and stuff, and it's sort of a sci-fi, and that it's set where like the Earth is just a giant trash planet, and all the wealthy people live up in a space station, basically, and like their two societies have like completely separated out altogether from one another. But it's pretty good. Um, Obviously there's the classics like King's Quest series and Space Quest, but King's Quest was obviously bigger than Space Quest. But those were always good. Um, the point and click adventure that has a special place in my heart, though, is the Kyrandia series by Westwood Studios. They were my favorite growing up, and Kyrandia 2 is my favorite point and click adventure game of all time. Has yet to be unseated. But that's all to say there's a new Monkey Island game, and it's Ron Gilbert coming back to the game. I think he was actually like bought out or something ages ago. Um, and he just got the rights back to the show, or not the show. Sorry, I was looking at that comment about the cartoon show. Um, he got like the rights back to the game and is producing this new one. It's Return to Monkey Island. And I think it like I forget exactly where it sits in the like game canon, but it he basically is like some of these games. I think Monkey Island 4 was made without him. I'm talking about point and click adventures right now. But was Wacky Racers the Wacky Races, that one with like I have this loose memory of a cartoon show where they were always racing. I think the bad guy was sort of like had a big mustache. Wacky Races should have been a point turned into a point and click. Oh, probably, yeah. Oh yeah, Dick Dastardly. That's right. He sort of had like a Snively Whiplash vibe, but was yeah. He wore like a purple and red. Yeah, and his dog, that's the dog I was talking about earlier. He had like one tooth that's sticking out, and he had like sort of a Scooby Doo ish laugh, but was like evil, but slightly incompetent. Yeah, I think I saw that on TV way back in the day, like on like they used to do like old timey cartoons. on like Cartoon Network and stuff. Yeah. It was a weird show. It was not one of the better ones. How weird to be obsessed with obscure cartoon characters. Exactly. Well, now that you have earbuds, I was plugging your Rhapsody stream earlier. Do you have any comments about that, seeing as it's your favorite game of all time? And being obsessed with obscure characters? But yeah, with point and click adventures, my my favorite is the Kyrandia. Kyrandia 1 is pretty tame. It's pretty like standard point and click fare. It sort of sets up the world for 2 and 3, but like, it's neither here nor there if I'm honest. But um Kyrandia 2 is fantastic. It has a whole like potion making mechanic that you have to like find and substitute alchemical ingredients and stuff like that. The main character is really good. Um, it's just my favorite of all. I really like the art style too. It's Kyrandia 2, The Hand of Fate. Um, and then there's Kyrandia 3 is quite good too. That is centered on it's Malcolm's revenge, and its focus is on the um, possible redemption of the bad guy. Oh, Kyrandia 2 is my favorite point and click adventure of all time. So there's three games in the Kyrandia series. Um, Kyrandia 1, I was saying, is not it's fine. It's just a standard point and click basically. Um, but Kyrandia 2 is really, really good. And then Kyrandia 3 is also quite good because it's focused on the you play as the bad guy from Kyrandia 1, like the villain. And it has sort of a loose, like, good and evil choice system. It's not like super implemented, but like you have like a angel devil shoulder sort of thing, where you can like choose to be a good guy or not. It's not like super implemented, but it's for the era. It was very different. Um, it's like your renegade Paragon system in Bioware games, but not as robust. Um, but that one was very good. But Kyrandia 2 has Yetis and dinosaurs in it. No, you're not hearing the background music. I don't know. It got stopped for some reason. There we go. Oh, Kyrandia 2 has a Yeti in it. It has dinosaurs in it. It has farmers who want sandwiches. It has all of it. Really. It has a handsome but stupid guy, uh, like a himbo character. Like, what more could you want? Interrupting the idea for an amazing idea or suggestion. Okay, well, I'll see where this goes. The reason I brought up point and click adventures, here we go. For the next Rhapsody session, you need to show Lexi Gilbert Godfrey reading 50 Shades of Grey so that's fresh in her mind. Yeah, I think that's a fair idea. Did he actually read like the whole thing? Did he read like a chunk of it? I haven't actually seen that, but that's pretty amazing. The DC check for shooting fish in a barrel is basically like 5, I think. Alright, well, we'll find that and we'll get that worked into Lexi's brain before her next Rhapsody game play. I've never read or seen anything 50 Shades of Grey. My entire understanding and experience of that book / movie is what? It's a college humor video. Alright, I'll pull it up for sure. Before their Saturday. We don't actually need to watch it. Like, I know what it is. I know what's in it. I've had it described to me multiple times. I mean, I'd be more no session or anything, just 50 Shades. I'd be a lot more interested if it was like some form of LGBT relationship, but I don't know. It's just so boring being straight. but Karuru reading 50 Shades of Grey to get Cornet advice for how to woo the prince makes a lot of sense to me. He's rich. This is what rich guys like. That absolutely checks out. See, our resident Rhapsody expert agrees. Guru's like, I just picked up a guidebook. Yeah. Just a diagram, everything. Just picked up this guidebook on how to make rich guys like you. Let me walk you through it. PowerPoint presentation. Oh, she's providing diagrams to the prince, not to Cornet. Got it. Yeah. So, we will make sure we can provide diagrams to both. Her other advice isn't that great. We'll get into her fashion sense the next time. I was talking about point and click adventures before we got derailed there. We'll definitely get some more Gilbert Gottfried sex advice going, I'm sure, in the next Rhapsody game play. I was saying that they just came out with the new Monkey Island game. Ron Gilbert got Monkey Island back, and so I was talking about classic point and click adventure games. I have not gotten it yet. I was like trying to decide when and how to play it because I was thinking of playing it with my dad because he hasn't. We grew up. When I grew up, he played point and click adventures with me. Ugh, weird. So I was thinking playing it together with him, but also I want to play it with Lexi. The problem is that my dad is leaving on a trip to see my brother for like a month pretty soon here. So I haven't picked it up yet because I'm not sure exactly when I'm gonna get to play it. But I am excited. I know it has Manny in it, the talking skull. I think it's ignoring where's that game? Stream you and Greg playing stuff. Well, we could stream it, but again, he's gone for like a month. Which makes it hard. But yeah, so I think the game takes place after Monkey Island 3 and ignores the subsequent Monkey Islands that were made without Ron Gilbert. When he lost control of the rights to the game. And this is set after 3. Oh, Patreon's being a jerk for not safe for workers. Yeah. People are always kind of jerks to anyone like that. I don't know why. I'm sure it's some weird moral thing. Technical term. A moral thing. They decide they don't like these sorts of creators or these sorts of people. Try and just screw it up. So, yeah. Point and click adventures. I think it's not really a point and click adventure, but the Quest for Glory games are also good. I'm trying to think. Some of the more modern ones are pretty good. The Cave is pretty good. Broken Age. Obviously, some of the big classics like Grim Fandango are fantastic. You know, the Tim Schafer stuff with Maniac Mansion 1 and 2, Day of the Tentacle. I think Maniac Mansion 1 is not as good as Day of the Tentacle. Personal opinion. You had to play Grim Fandango twice to get a dumb trophy for playing the game in tank mode because it didn't count the first time. Well, you know, the most important thing in life is making sure you get achievements. That's what you keep telling that guy. One of the puppies just woke up and was staring. And she fell over. And Grim Fandango is a classic, and it has such a great mood to it. Oh, that he was saying that the most important thing is video game achievement. Grim Fandango, it's a point and click adventure. It has a really great mood and vibe, and it's one of the all-time classics. Oh, so point and click advent is like a specific genre where it's a lot. It's Diablo is a action RPG, I think technically. Um, so it's like Grim Fandango and all point when at least when I'm saying point and click adventure, it's like a much slower paced, story driven puzzle solving kind of game with a heavy on narrative, with little to no action. So mystery style sort of point and click is probably more. Yeah, there's yeah, puzzle solving in quotes. Sometimes the puzzles are a little not necessarily the most like straightforward or logical. Sometimes you're just like, I'm going to use every item in my inventory until I get this right. I realized I have way too much of the highlight on this part of the leg here. Oh, I'm actually just gonna do that to reduce it before I go blending. You have to drop the hamburger in the mailman, so the mailman slips on it, drops his hatchet, and you use it to destroy this roller coaster and open up the next area. Yeah, exactly. It's point and click logic. It has its own weird internal consistency logic that doesn't really necessarily, like, why have I been carrying this bucket? Obviously I need to put the bucket on my head so that I can run into this post and knock down the balcony, and then once the balcony is knocked down and the butler comes out to check on the laundry, he'll fall over and I can get his handkerchief because it has fallen out of his pocket. And I really just needed a handkerchief. You think you had something to do like that in Sam and Max and couldn't think of a reason why I would need to click on an amusement ride in the background? Yeah. Sam and Max is another classic. And it's like, rather than use the $50 in your pocket to just buy a handkerchief, we've done all this, hurt a man, hurt ourselves, gave ourselves a minor concussion, but now we have that handkerchief that we need to do the next stupid thing. For a spooky point and click, you could get the sanatorium. That's a pretty good spooky point and click for Halloween. I was like 11 and we got sanatorium, and it was like Chocoholic Mystery Chocobo Mystery Dungeon, but I don't know. Chocoholic Mystery Dungeon sounds pretty good. Now that's what they need, a Final Fantasy point and click adventure where you play as a Moogle. And you're just trying to do something really inane, and like there's like epic stuff happening behind you, like in the background. You on a Final Fantasy IX Mog Mail side quest without the fun. Exactly, yeah. That's it precisely. But yeah, point and click was my genre of choice growing up. Obviously, I played a bunch of other styles of games, but I really enjoyed. Oh yeah, I was saying Sanatorium is a point and click horror game, and I was like 11, and it was so spooky, but we wanted to actually beat it. So, my brother, my dad, and I spent a whole weekend basically not sleeping. And I just beat the game in like a day and a half or 2 days, just playing it basically straight through without stopping. Because it was really creepy, at least to my 11-year-old brain. Yeah, Phoenix Wright is definitely, I'd say, a point and click adventure. I enjoy Phoenix Wright quite a bit. It's not quite the same because the puzzles actually make sense, but I feel like Professor Layton is kind of a point and click adventure. Nine still wear the extending boots to make, yes, no, Soria has the farting boots. Nines has the giant clown shoes still. That's why they're pink. I asked, what color are the shoes, and I was told pink. Nothing like having to prove another person did the murder instead of just... Yeah, I know. I love in Phoenix Wright, there have been times where they're like, well, clearly you couldn't have done it, and we've proven you're not the murderer. But we don't have the murder here, so you're still going to be, charged with the murder unless the defense attorney can figure out who did it. I'm like, come on, guys. What is this? Alright, so I'm doing this in a new layer, but we're gonna be doing some sort of black highlight or black details here. Might be too dark. I charcoal it up a little. Why they have such a high conviction rate? Yeah. I like that they're also like, hey, we've introduced a new system where you have to have a verdict by, like, I think it's like 3 days. There's 3 days to get a verdict. If you don't have a verdict in 3 days, you're guilty. Yeah, they're into a speedy trial, haphazardly done. with an unfair advantage to the prosecutor. Also, the defense attorney gets to just walk around the crime scene and pick stuff up, not share it with the police or any law enforcement, and then bring it out in court and have it be fully admissible. That's also an important part of our legal system. Like, at best, when the defense attorney just walks in with the murder weapon and goes, "This is the murder weapon, trust me, guys," we will at least fingerprint it. Yeah, Phoenix, I mean, I absolutely adore the Phoenix Wright game. And they're 100% accurate as to how the legal system works. Excuse me. Okay, so we need some stripies and we need some embroidery. I'm not sure seances with the dead is admissible in court. Why? Last week you let me have a parrot be a witness. And next week, I'm gonna video conference an orca whale, so... I'm pretty sure it's fine. I really hope we find the murderer of the person in our bag so that we can use them in court. So that'll be a good thing. Yeah. And I always like that the murderer is always in court. Or I guess not always, like some of them haven't been, but almost all the time the actual murderer is one of the witnesses. Or an improv event. Yeah. If you murdered someone and some other putz was going down for it, you'd want to watch at the trial. Yeah. They're always like, I was a witness to them doing the murder. Definitely. Just ignore the fingerprints and everything, for sure. Trying to see where I sort of spaced the right here. This sucker loser enjoy being in prison. Yeah. That is what most of the bad guys do in the Phoenix Wright game. Nine should pretend to be a lawyer. That isn't a crime in Alexis's world, right? You are dressed for being a lawyer, except you need your little gold pin that's sitting in the top of your inventory all the time. Your defense attorney pin. He walks in and you're like, hello, I'm your defense attorney. I'm very sorry. Alright, we just had our stream drop. Looks like we're reconnecting. Maybe. Well, if you're watching this on YouTube, our stream just dropped. I think our internet had a little hiccup. We are trying to reconnect. Alright. I think we're back. Testing, we're back maybe? Yeah. Thank you, Comcast. I think we're back. Welcome back, everyone. That was fun. I always love being in the middle of a great discussion about Phoenix, right? And having the internet drop out for a second. Is pretending to be a lawyer a crime? In the real world or in our D&D world? I think it's only a crime if you're caught. And if you have the gold pin, I mean, you must be a lawyer. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, my client did it, but the victim sucked. You all, what? Declare my client innocent. You don't, then you suck. Yeah, that's a good argument. How hard would it be for Nines to become a real lawyer? I mean, you just like probably have to pay someone. I'm sure there are corrupt officials. I will play my slide whistle until you all agree. Yeah, that's the Nines lawyering style. If we have a permanent residence, yeah, I mean, we might have a permanent. I have a deed. That means we own land. Probably. Yeah. Oh, sorry. We have a deed. I just carry it. Meanwhile, the judge is locked in a closet. You make a very persuasive argument. Meow meow. Why is the judge meowing? I don't know. I award 1 million gold to me, the judge. The judge cannot leave until they come to grips with the truth of who you are, and they. Do you need to go to the bathroom, puppy? Alright, 1 second. I have a puppy sitting by the door asking to go home. So we might have we have someone coming to get her. So I'm gonna keep going on the tail here. Are Halloween movies corny or can be corny? Oh, I think it really depends on the Halloween movie. I think some of them are corny, but most of them are candy corny. What I'm gonna do here actually is just put in the body of these stripes, and then I'll do like the texture part later. Get this sort of art done. flip there. I think I really like Godot in Phoenix Wright. Great character. And he has a really good theme. I like that his character is basically wears mask like coffee. Need to plan some bad Halloween movie night. Well, I've already had Lexi watch Halloween Town, but Phasmophobia live streaming, yeah. I have yet to make her watch Halloween Town 2, Calabar's, which is much. Corncob TV. Alright. What I need to do. Coffin flop. Have a temporary break while I'm picking up a puppy to cuddle. Huh. Alright. So I'm getting sort of the body of the stripes in here. And once we have the body of the stripe in, then we'll do a lot of the, like, little fur inconsistent line thing off of it. Nines gets a stripe every time you commit the big boy crime. Oh, so you only have 2 stripes? Yeah, I don't know what you were up to before we met in the tavern. How many pies did you steal? Blowing up a town isn't a big boy crime. Anyone can blow up a town. I feel stealing a pie, you have to like you can hire a patsy to blow up a town and just like, then, you know, but stealing a pie, you have to be there. You have to get your hands sticky. That makes it a real big boy crime. Not if he also steals. See, I feel like, but if you pull the pie out of its container and eat the pie, there's no fingerprint evidence. The perfect crime. Yes, your hands get burnt. Yes, it makes a sticky mess. But it is perfect. Well, eating the pie is not a crime. But stealing it and then eating it. That's, well, if you steal the pie and then eat it, now you're destroying evidence, and that is an extra crime right on top. That's crime a la mode. Eating a stolen pie is a crime. Just eating a pie in and of itself. So under your rules, it's perfectly legal to take a pie, poop on it, then putting it back. As long as it's stolen or eaten. I mean, yeah, it's totally fine. And seeing as I'm definitely a totally actual lawyer, I can say for sure that is A-okay. Unless you want to argue that it's defacing property. But it's less of a crime than stealing a pie and eating it, which are two separate. Exactly, yeah. Basically, anything having to do with pie. The production, sale, and theft there. Ultimately, what I think has been. There. It's called Pie Crimes and Misdemeanors. Just remembering to strip. It's easy to get really bad posture when you're just sitting focused in. Right. Okay, 2 more stripies. Yep. Oh, Lexi just walked by. Lexi, in your world, is it illegal to impersonate a lawyer? It's frowned upon, so I can impersonate the judge, and Nines can be the lawyer. And it's okay. They also want to know if it's illegal to poop on someone else's pie. Yeah. vandalism. Criminal mischief is a thing. Oh no. Oh god.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Our group name could be Criminal Mischief. Criminal Mischief's a way better name than... Uh-huh. Can we change our group name to Criminal Mischief? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, Criminal Mischief, it's a great... No, we're Midnight Brunch, but it is a good name. And accurate to our whole persona. Okay. Oh, our tail stripey's coming along. Not too bad. Alright, let's do a little face stripey. This will be a little trickier. But it's mostly on these cheeks. And don't worry, I'm doing this on a different one. Where am I? I didn't really sketch in the cheek. The cheek thingy. Right. Thinking maybe there. Okay. So I'm going to reduce the size of my whatchamacallit, pen size, brush size, that's and now we're going to do some embroidery. Oh, yeah, so we're getting pretty close here. I think most of the embroidery I have sketched is on the coat, pretty much. What we're gonna do is grab some of this sort of yellowish, goldish color. And we'll just, I don't know, start at one point and work our way through. Make the brush size a little smaller even. Try that. Okay. So first I'm putting in these sort of basic shapes. Just to get sort of spacing and position down, and then we're gonna elaborate on them to make this fancy embroidery come to life. This sort of gold threaded embroidery. On each of these, I'm gonna put a little like flower petal design around the circle here. Possibly butterfly, I'm not sure. Once I get this first pass at embroidery done on this end of the coat, I think I'm gonna take my break, get another drink. Well, I hope it went well. Thanks for joining. Thanks. We'll see how it looks at a distance. Here. So I'm thinking sort of like that for these cards. Or like a jack. Down and along here. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, the embroidery is a nice little pop. That's when I zoomed out. So, what I'm gonna do is just closing in on noon. I'm gonna take a short break, and when I'm back, when we're back, we'll finish up nines. We're getting close, so I will. Thanks for checking me out so far. Please stick around. I'll be back shortly, and hope you're having a great Wednesday. Okay, we are back. Hi, is it Sulfate? Hi, how you doing? I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. We are back from our painting, our break. Yeah. And he's there from France. That's cool. So, what we're doing right now on our level 5 D&D character here is little embroidery. So these little detail embroideries are where we're at. So I'm gonna just keep going with that, laying in the foundation along this edge here. As we go along. So this is a very fancy outfit, so I need to do a reasonable amount of this embroidery work. It's a little fussy, but gotta give Nines his proper fancy outfit here. I'm just gonna go along and do all of the up and down here before I go and get all the little sort of butterfly wings going. Although between the fingers here, I'm probably gonna get those in now so I don't have to worry about them later. Okay. We'll do our little flower petals / butterfly wing next. I have this embroidery to do on various parts around the outfit we're working on. Alright. So, it Get these like little club shape. I don't know, jumping jack style jack shapes on embroidery. And when we're zoomed out, these individual details aren't gonna be super visible, but they'll sort of add an intricacy to the outfit. Cool. Now we're gonna do the same on the pocket, but maybe a little larger. Okay. We're gonna slide over to this pocket, do the same thing. Okay. Let's do the sleeve next. And 9 takes some extra work. Man. Here, Nines is just a bit extra in general. But he's a bard, so what do you expect, right? Oh wow. Your phone deleted your bird app on its own without any help from you? It's like, no, I need to look after your mental health. We're not gonna have social media on here. Oh, it kept opening Twitter links in the app. I see. Okay, there is the sleeve. Now we're gonna scooch our way over this way. Work on this sleeve. Speaking of time to tell it that I have literally no interest, yeah, that's always important. What I like to do on Twitter is every time I get a promoted ad, pretty much without fail, I block whatever company is advertising to me. And now I get really weird out there ads because they're like, oh, we can't show her Coca-Cola ads or whatever. So let's show her like, I don't know, weird tiger puzzle from pop-up Chinese company, you know, stuff like that. You reported all ads on Facebook as offensive. I think you're interested in the Loch Ness Monster because I mean, basically it's like saying, are you interested in Sturmgrimy? And the answer is pretty clearly yes. Okay. Let's do your pant leg cuff, I guess. I don't know. The end of the pant leg, whatever it's called. So, once I get this embroidery done, I think the next step is to make a magic disturbing mage on a separate layer that can be phased in and out. I still have a bit more embroidery to do. we are going. Alright, so before my break, we were talking about a wider range of things. But I was talking about primarily point-and-click adventures, and how I'm excited for the new Monkey Island. I haven't read reviews on it yet, so I don't know. But I also feel like game discourse on the internet has just, like, it started off back in the early, late 90s, early 2000s as pretty bad, and just, like, has slowly gotten worse and worse and worse over the years. So maybe I shouldn't put too much stock in the buzz online. Just everything has been slowly getting worse and worse and worse. Sometimes it feels like that, yeah. Okay, so I'm thinking some design on the lapels now will be the next thing. And then that might be all for the embroidery. I don't know. I'll take a look. Thinking like here. And here. An American flag pin. No, you can't have an American flag pin and a Japanese defense attorney pin. This isn't the localized Phoenix, right? Where everything is burgers. I know, I'm very cruel. That a horrified cat face. Yep. embroidery. And what color is the spectral mage hand spell? I think it's two. I know it's sort of a semi-transparent sort of magic hand. But what color primarily are we talking for your disturbing mage hand spell? I think this is mostly what Nines is gonna look like. I'm gonna run some embroidery along the tail hem here. Over. Oh, I think we're getting so close to Dawn with 9. Very I'm kind of looking forward to being back downstairs in the painting studio and getting back into the miniature painting. Get our level 5 character minis. Painting 9s will be a nightmare? Maybe. I mean, I'm not gonna be able to get this level of detail on the embroidery. I'm just gonna let you know that right off. Okay, so I think once I'm through with this embroidery, you still haven't told me what color your spectral mage hand magic is. Is it like a blue arcane sort of thing? Is it orange to match your fur? Because I'm just gonna have to make up a color if you don't tell me, and then it'll be canon. So it's like an orange magic effect. Okay. Got it. Make up a color you've never seen before. Have you seen purple? It's one of the newer colors. Very expensive. You probably couldn't afford it. Yeah. Okay. I think we're ready to do a weird mage. Oh, thanks for the new follow. Is it Simifu? I hope I'm saying that right. Yeah, so this is our level 5 Tabaxi Bard 9s. And now all we really need to do is make a weird mage hand. It's up in the upper right on my sketch here. And it's been determined that it's orange magic, orange colored magic, kind of like the fur color here. So what I'm gonna do is grab the orange that is the fur, turn on my sketch. So Mage Hand is a spell that creates a spectral hand in D&D that lets you move objects at a distance, pick up and move objects at a distance. Nines has this spell, our Tabaxi Bard, and has decided it's a cat paw. But also, because it's a cat paw, he realized he wouldn't be able to pick up items with an opposable thumb very easily, and has decided that the cat paw has a human thumb attached to it in order to make it functional. Just finishing up my coffee brew. So, what that means for us is we have to make, this is a really bad sketch of it. So, I'm gonna increase my brush size here. I, on the one hand, want this to look correct. On the other hand, I don't want to spend an eternity drawing a weird, disturbing cat paw claw thing. So I'm gonna start by kind of making a loose shape of paw itself. Just sketching out this weird human thumb here. Now the sketch I'm gonna hide. I don't want it to sort of control how I'm imagining. It's like a spectral wispy end to it. And luckily this is all being done on a separate layer, so don't worry about that. We're gonna connect, sure we're all good there. With this sort of outline here, we're gonna get this sort of base orange put in. Huh. No, this is Nine's mage hand. It's a cat paw with a human thumb that is too big, as described by Nine, for the hand. So that is what we all have to deal with. So I'm just creating sort of the silhouette color block here. Yeah, Nine's has to be really weird and creepy, but see, because he wanted a cat paw for a mage hand, but realized that a cat paw has no opposable thumb to pick things up, and decided that it should have a human thumb rather than like a cat paw with like a cat claw that's opposable or something. Just like it's the human thumbed cat paw. And since you can flavor your spells in D&D however you want, as long as it doesn't change the rules as written, this is what we have to deal with. Now it's a spell effect. So I want it to look sort of ephemeral and ethereal. So we're gonna be doing some stuff to it, some effects to it. Try and mess with it once we get the basic image in place. So the next thing I'm gonna do is actually get a lighter orange. And this is going, zoom in a little. And we're gonna use that to create sort of the paw pad, the bean. I mean, yes, a monkey paw would make more sense, but Nines is not in the business of making sense most of the time. I'm not, I don't want to make them human colored. Also, like, then we have to do all sorts of weird decisions. It's one spell. It has a color theme. First we have to figure out, okay, like, what skin tone do you want the thumb to be, and what, like, it just becomes a mess so fast. You get an orange cat. A monkey paw would imply you had a pure intent, and the wish has unintended consequences. A shaved cat color? I don't know what a shaved cat color even is. We'll see when we get there. Here. I'll meet you halfway, and I'll make the thumb a lighter orange. How does that sound? Oh, one of the hairless cats? Yeah. I mean, if you want a cat and have cat allergies, they're pink. Yeah, I think they help with cat allergies, but they don't actually, like, completely fix it, because I think allergies actually, generally pet allergies are actually the animal's saliva. But because they don't have fur, the saliva doesn't, like, stick on them nearly as much. So that's why it sort of works. Okay. What I'm having to make. Help. Okay. So here's what I'm gonna do. sort of bridge the gap from the demands for a weird hairless. Can I extend the thumb after I cast it? Like make it longer, or like extend it upwards in like a thumbs up just. What, like, what's your what do you ask? All right, so I'm going to actually just get this is going over the top of the magic thumb as like a glow lightning effect, make it look more like a hairless cat, I guess. I don't know. Those hairless cats are sort of this, like a thing longer. That is up to like. This is like the part I wanted to spend the least amount of time on, and all of you are like, "Ooh, do this and add this and make it look like this." Now, I'm gonna have to push back a little because I don't want to be doing this. It's weird. So, just bear with me for a second while I get this. This is on a separate layer over the top of the hand right now. And then we're gonna drop the opacity down. Oh, I mean, I definitely suggested blue when I asked Nines, what color is your weird mage hand? And I was told it's orange. That's why we're working in orange. Because you can technically skin any spell the way you want it as long as it still functions the same way. So here's where we are. All right. Let's drop the opacity down here. Gonna clean up one of the edges. Light. Well, just Knights of the Crowbar is nice, but human thumb, man. Well, yeah, don't worry. I'm getting to the glow effect. I have to draw the actual thing first. I am not drawing the mage hand playing an instrument. That can be left to the theater of the imagination. Okay, there's your disturbing mage hand with... I think it personally looks better without the lightened thumb, but, you know... I don't think you have a tambourine, no. So a couple things we're gonna do is it's spectral. So I'm gonna drop the opacity down to like 85 to give it a slight translucent effect. Oh boy. Alright. We're gonna do a couple things to it here. Let's give it a gradient effect. It'll be subtle, but it'll be there. Unless Alexis lets you summon in two hands. Yeah, unless you're smacking the cowbell against whatever hard surface you can find. I'm not sure it's gonna work very well. Oh, they want to play a cowbell with the mage hand, but it requires two hands to play cowbell unless you're just smacking it against something hard. Well, could you be holding it and tapping the cowbell with your cat claw? It'd be very quiet. Nines could have a stick on his backpack, not pictured, and just ram the cowbell into it, because why would he attach the cowbell and use the stick? Yeah, that checks out. I'm surprised it's a crowbar and not a. Yeah, you could hit it against your big club. I'm gonna put it up to full opacity for a second. Well, The reason we went with Crow Bashalar is because when designing the miniature, they had a crowbar, and we ended up putting that in the hand instead of a giant great wooden club. Selecting that. Okay. There is your mage hand next to you. So, I'm gonna call 9's done. We can have the mage hand pop in and out. Have that, like when Ulseth gets a cool flame effect on his sword, and you get a weird cat thumb paw thing appear next to you. And if need be, we can select the whole group. There we go. If need be, we can move it around. I can put it right over your face like this. You know, scratch your back. Tie your shoes. Pet your tail. Whatever's needed, really. Alright, so I'm gonna save this. We have officially made our Bazaar 9's art. So, with my remaining time, let me make this a PNG. Characters 9. All right, there we go. Actually, I should make 8. And then I need to make one without the magic. Now that that's all done, I'm gonna do one last little project. And we're gonna open up character Soria. Alright, so I did this off stream. It's Soria at level 5. And what Soria needs here first, I'm gonna clean up some of these excess layers. Because I didn't do any like additional magic effect on Soria because I didn't. We thought of it when we were doing Ulseth. So what Soria needs, and I'm going to create a new layer here. I'm I'm gonna have to start by sketching this out and just see how it goes. But right around the feet here, gonna see what we can do here. No, it's 7. Alright, so there's a super quick rough sketch. And now I'm going to refine it slightly. And then we'll hide Soria in order to... So... Bullet. Head. This will be my, like, phased in extra cool thing. Is my baby Bullet. I'm actually sort of assuming that sevens can walk at this point, but Soria just constantly carries them anyway. Move them. Like here, maybe? Remember just being new to your pet and tip them. Yeah, that's important to do. I like the idea. I'm not 100% sure how I would accomplish that at this stage, but I do enjoy that. I'm thinking the head is too big. Maybe we'll hone it in a little. Sketch here. Give a little more of a peak look. Okay. Next sketch layer here. I'm gonna reduce the size on my brush a little now that we're honing in on a design. I'm gonna make the eye a little bigger to up the cuteness factor. Having never seen a baby boulette depicted, I'm sort of making some artistic choices here. Like the idea, sometimes you let someone's wander off and come back with someone's arm in their mouth, or with a bone, or a cat just dropping off dead animals. Yeah, that checks out. Yes, it is 7. Because I'm the one who has to do all of the official artwork and stuff for the channel. I always name all the file names and stuff. 7. So, you know, kind of win. Start killing wild alligators and crocodiles and people. Yeah. Alright. So, boulette colors now. Let's think. They're sort of like a brownish orangish color with like a darker shell on top. I'm just gonna choose a color that feels right and start sketching in. Big fight over my baby's name. not gonna go like over the top on just spending time making sevens here because they're not gonna be like they're an additional treat rather than being a mainstay. Gonna do the otter, Artemore the otter. Probably not. Also has to like remember that Artemore exists. Okay, and now we want like a shell color or armor color. Maybe something like that. I think seven's coming along pretty well here. Yeah, seven. That's right. The emote in our channel of seven is called because I'm the one that set it up. I abused my power. Alright, fine. I'll stretch and hydrate. Thanks for the reminder. Any figure tutor? Oh, I don't think that's in there yet. Also, I'm not currently painting a minifigure. Okay. Getting on those teeth. Very important for movement. We'll clean up these edges. Yeah, alright. Look at the eyeball. Loosely drawn in here. Wow. I don't know if that was terrible, but we just got a big ol' yawn. Alright, basic. Sounds like Nine's emote. Yeah. No, it's not getting corrected. I think I read that back a while ago. I've been distracted by Nine's or Seven's-ness. Okay. So I'm going to now grab the gel color and go back over the teeth here. So. This red. Sharpen up these teeth a little. Kinda like the jacket look. For Fula. Right? Alright. Now we're going to get some of the inner lines on here. So I have the dark gel top right now, so I'm gonna get an even darker color. These are for the shell plate. Oh. Alright. And then we need some of the internal leg shape design. And then we'll do the eyes after that. Or the eye, I can only see one right now. What was that? I don't know that command. Oh, well, if there's commands you want, tell me what they are and I'll figure them out. Alright, all that's left to do is the eye, and then we're gonna do a little... I see our chat money is 9 cents. There is an icon, it just hasn't been uploaded yet, don't worry. What color eye? What's the icon? 7. Oh, so I get to choose? Green. Token's so fungible. You won't even have it as soon as you get it. Do I not have the roll function on either right now? I'm honestly pretty bad at Twitch, so I don't know what we actually have right now. Between now and next start, you gotta get something like a bow, a collar. Yeah. Hey. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is throw these extra sketches in the folder so I don't have to. Alright, so now we're gonna do a little maybe just make some slight edit. Blending thing. Something like this. A little sevens to have it pop in with Soria here. So like you're a changeling, like however you want. Yeah. So technically, yes, changelings have a base form. In this case, this is Soria's like base form, and that base form is sort of your natural state that you, and if you are killed, your body reverts to that base form. But ostensibly, as long as you're alive, you could choose a single form, any specific form you wanted. And even while you're sleeping, you don't change out of that form unless you choose to. So, if you're a changeling athlete, I mean, that's a big, long, weird thing, but you can change. Yes, your stats don't change. So, for example, Soria has a -1 strength score. So I could turn into a 7-foot tall, extremely muscular looking, like, I don't know, what a human or elf or whatever, anything really. I could look like I have a 20 strength score, but if I was actually trying to lift something, I would have a strength score of -1, an 8 strength score. Yes, that is true. You have your base form, but I could choose to be like, I want to look like an elf, and then proceed to look like an elf for the rest of my life. And only when I die would it become apparent that I wasn't an elf this whole time. A changeling could do that. And you could say, instead of getting a haircut, just be like, I'm gonna shorten my hair. But then when you die, your like base form has like super long hair that's just like dangling everywhere. You want to change enlarge person to embiggen person? I think that's fair. So, yeah, changelings are kind of weird, but they can definitely alter how they look, but statistically it doesn't change anything. And it's sort of a semi-permanent change. It's a changed until willed differently. Yeah. Yeah, so, like, if you're carrying a couch and your knees keep hitting it, you could turn into a satyr, if you've seen a satyr. And now your knees are going, like, the other direction, and you're all good to go. Yeah, that's totally valid. Although I don't think Soria could carry a couch. But a strong changeling could, for sure, yeah. Ulseth might be able to carry a couch alone if he turned it upright and like lifted, maybe. Depends on the couch. If it's like a little like love seat sort of, or like a Shea lounge, maybe. But if it was like a full-size couch, probably not. Yeah, I mean, Nines and Thoria definitely aren't helping carry the couch, is one thing we can say for sure. Nines will just jump out the 3rd story window to avoid carrying the couch. Like, nope. Alright, so we have Soria done. We have... Let me get Nines' weird magic hand up. We have Nines done. And why don't we also open... Is this the one? Yeah. Ulseth done. We have Nines. Soria. Ulseth. Characters done. Hooray! And Ulseth can have his magic sword turn on and off. Oh no, who left this window open? I'm now tripping and cast... Oh, yeah, just like that. We have Soria with little baby Nines. Baby 7, sorry. And we have Nines with creepy mage hand. Yeah, I have a Hilwen, I just need to edit it and fix it up a bit. So I probably won't do that on stream, so I can get into painting characters again. I don't know, I might, depends on... I'll have some time to fill because Ulseth here is gonna be gone all of October, so I'll be doing all of the streams. Anyway, it's just about 2. I have all the characters finished, so I'm gonna call it here. Thanks for hanging out, talking stupid stuff with me, and yeah, I think we're gonna be back with Ulseth painting on Friday, so check that out, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern. And then we're gonna be doing we're streaming the main show this weekend, yeah? Okay. I forget what days off we have this, I don't keep up with all that. Good old 7th. But yeah, so we'll be back with our main D&D show Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern, so check that out. If you're watching this on replay or live or anything, just give us likes and follows and subscribes and bells and all the things. And we'll see you soon. All right. Bye, everyone.